Hey everyone, this is Ace the Ocarina Maker, and we are going to talk about the new Smissmas update. Or as I like to call it, the Demo Nerf update. But Devilman, it's not really that badly of a nerf, it's just a couple weapons that needed to be changed. Actually, almost all of his weapons were changed in this. Let's start with the grenade launcher, which its only real change is the direct hit grenades now deal full damage to targets regardless of where it struck an enemy. Meaning, you can hit them anywhere and it does the same amount of damage. That's nice. That is nice. Previously, it would only do full damage if you hit them by their feet, which makes no sense at all. They also changed the blast radius of Devilman's explosives to make them the same size as soldiers, which sounds terrible, but that's such a tiny change. The sticky bomb launcher. Sticky bombs that detonate in the air now have a radius ramp up starting at 85% at base arm time, 0.8 seconds going back to 100% over 2 seconds. Sticky bombs that touch the world will have full radius, meaning sticky spam in the air not happening anymore. But it's okay, they do have something to account for those who love to sticky spam, but what about those of you who have spent hundreds of dollars on Australium sticky bomb launcher? You sold every weapon you had and a bunch of games and stuff even, just so you could sticky spam with this one Australium launcher, which is the best weapon in the game. Well, too bad. That's all I have to say. Sticky bombs now have more visible trail when traveling through the air. Sticky bomb arm particle is slightly more visible, that's good. Now we're getting into the loose cannon, which I have actually not tested after this update. So, double donk explosive radius now deals full radius damage to victims. Previously, double donk explosive damage was reduced by radius distance from the explosion. So the loose cannon is getting a big buff, actually. There's no downsides to it. Removed a hidden penalty where cannonballs that touch the world would deal 50% less damage in addition to regular grenade damage reduction on world touch. So the loose cannon might actually be one of the better grenade launchers now. They have done nothing to it other than the explosion radius being very slightly smaller, because they did that with all of them. Now we get into the Loch-n-load, and this one really makes me mad. They buffed the Loch-n-load, but it does have a slight nerf. They changed the base grenade damage variance to ensure the Loch-n-load does not exceed 124 damage on a single hit. That sucks, because I can't one-shot scouts anymore, or snipers, or spies. I've been trying this. Actually, there is one way, and I'm gonna actually reveal this. They did remove the self-damage penalty of 25%, meaning you can hit them at close radius. If you want to one-shot a scout that has full health, hit him at close radius, and the explosion that will kind of bounce off of your character and deal a slightly bit more damage to him. So despite them removing the Loch-n-load not exceeding 124 damage on a single hit, you can still do that if you kind of kamikaze yourself into the scout. You just can't do it from long distance unless you get a crit. They changed the clip size, which is freaking ridiculous. The Loch-n-load has 2 barrels, and they decided to give it 3 grenades, which bugs the hell out of me. And the Loch-n-load grenades no longer visibly tumble when fired. That bugged the hell out of me as well, but I got used to it. Got to the point where I'm just ignoring the grenades and only looking at the crosshair, and now I'm doing good with the Loch-n-load again. Except, this 3 grenade clip size, it's stupid. Unless they change the model or something, it's really dumb. I mean, great, they made the Loch-n-load better, but couldn't they have done it in a better way? Like, instead of having the radius penalty now, where the explosions don't blast as far away from the main character, like, you can't blow up hordes of people, which is so annoying. Just get rid of that third grenade and give us the radius back, please. Come on. I mean, that's stupid. Why 3? If you're gonna have 3, just give us 4 then, since you're doing the radius thing. Or you know what? Just change it back to the way it was before, except for maybe the tumbling thing. I mean, come on, Loch-n-load, you were the best. And what did they do to you? They made you weird. Anyway, Tide Turner got a nerf, actually. I thought they were going to split it into 2 weapons like they did with the Equalizer. But no, they nerfed it. They added a penalty where if you take damage while the shield is charging, it reduces the charge time. That could be really problematic. That's actually a good nerf. And they reduced kills while charging, now only add 25% to the meter on charge kills instead of 100%. So you can't pinball anymore. They changed the Scottish resistance slightly. It is now slightly easier to do sticky jumps with the Scottish resistance. Increased range check for sticky bomb jumping to sticky radius damage of 146 from 100. So sticky jumping, easier with Scottish resistance. That's the only thing they did to that. That's basically it. Scotsman Skullcutter. Movement speed penalty now only applies when the weapon is active. That's stupid. That thing's now even more powerful. I thought it was fine before, but now Demo Knights are going to be... The Demo Knights that go between Scotsman Skullcutter and Loose Cannon now are going to be crazy. Might not use the Tide Turn anymore because, well, it sucks a little more now. Claymore, and I wanted them to give it a longer melee range, like 70, like the Soldier's Whip, because it's enormous. Nope, they just added 25% demo charge meter on charge kill. So pair the Claymore up with the Tide Turner, and oh, you can pinball. You can pinball with the Claymore and Tide Turner. Look at that. Well, that's going to be the new loadout, Claymore, Tide Turner, and... Oh, you don't even need the Claymore, because you can wear the booties now. You can wear the booties, and instead of giving you... Well, they do give you extra health, but they also add 25% Demoman charge meter on charge kill. I think they also give you turning control as well, so you can use any shield with them. So yeah, you can pinball either with the Claymore, or the booties, or all 3 of them, booties, Claymore, and Tide Turner, and just be annoying. Alright, now we're gonna talk about the new festives. We got the festive Bonk Atomic Punch, which actually doesn't look that bad. I normally hate festives, like hate festives. But the Bonk looks okay, I like it. The Backburner looks... It could have looked good, but it just looks stupid. This is just my opinion, not fact, but I think it looks stupid. Festive Charge and Charge, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it goes really well with the Festive Islander, and the Festive Islander I actually like, but as a standalone weapon, it would be a little weird to use this thing. Festive Bonesaw, it's kind of weird looking, but it's got so many lights on it. Festive SMG, which I don't know why we didn't have that earlier. Festive Revolver, and everyone's gonna go crazy about this one, Festive Shotgun. Or at least they would, if they didn't add a new shotgun called the Panic Attack.
Okay. Yeah, I got 1 health. Watch.
How many can you store at once? That's crazy. So, I haven't used the Panic Attack yet, but basically, you combine 2 reclaimed metal, backscatter, and you get the Panic Attack. So you can craft this thing, actually. It is a 34% faster reload time. Fire rate increases as health decreases. Hold fire to load up to 4 shells. Weapon spread increases as health decreases. So, basically, it's a Beggar's Bazooka in a shotgun. I mean, if you used both of these, the Beggar's Bazooka and the Panic Attack, they'd complement each other really well. Not just because they're similar, but the Beggar's Bazooka, you run out of ammo quickly and you damage yourself a lot. The Panic Attack would be a great secondary with the Beggar's Bazooka. And I don't even care about melee, because there's no new soldier melees, unfortunately, with this update. Mainly Demoman stuff. Now, for those of you that like to sticky spam and be absolute dinguses, there is a new sticky bomb launcher called the Quickie Bomb Launcher. Able to destroy enemy sticky bombs, minus 0.2 second faster bomb arm time. Max charge time decreased by 50%. Oh, and then there's like a 15% damage penalty, minus 25 clip size, sticky bombs fizzle after 2 seconds after loading. Basically, it only can sticky spam. Alright, now the last new weapon, which I think is awesome. It is the Iron Bomber. Grenades have very little bounce and roll, minus 20 explosion radius, 10% damage penalty on grenades that explode on timer. And the timer's pretty long on these bombs, actually, but this thing is really cool. I just love the look of this thing and the sound it makes when you fire it and everything. Oh, it's awesome. It's easily my favorite grenade launcher, but that does not mean that I'm going to start using this thing, because there's a bit of a problem if you're a demo knight using this thing. Because the bombs roll instead of bounce, they are almost stationary, almost like sticky bombs. So, but you can't control when the blast goes off, like the loose cannon, or, well, you don't even need the lock-and-load to control that, because if you miss, you don't have to worry about charging into bombs. This weapon, you do. When I use Demo Knight with a grenade launcher, I'll shoot some bombs in, get their health down if I can't do it on the first charge crit, and then I'll run in there immediately after without even reloading. Just quick sting and then slice. That's terrible with the Iron Bomber, because the bombs stay where you shot them, and if you miss, they just stay on the ground waiting for you. So you're either forced to wait for the bombs to explode and then go after him, which he's probably run away by now, or you charge right in the middle of the Iron Bomber and risk blowing yourself up. I guess if you use the Iron Bomber, the Charge and Targe, and the Eyelander, like I use, it's less bad, but I'm thinking about, you know, what if people use the Splendid Screen? Or, heck, what if they use the Tide Turner and the bombs end up damaging you and stopping your charge, your attack? This thing kind of screws you over. So it's a great offensive and defensive weapon for Demomen, but don't use it as Demo Knight. Not unless you've got like a specific loadout, because I don't see this thing being practical. The Loch-n-load, you don't have to worry about the bombs ever if you miss. They disappear. That's actually a good thing about it if you're a Demo Knight. Oh, and you can craft this new Iron Bomber by 2 reclaimed metal and airstrike, and there you've got it. Iron Bomber. Well, that's basically the entire update. If new content comes out, I will be sure to talk about that, but for now, this is it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
More flair. I can give that to a friend. Tour duty ticket, ew. Backpack expander, nice. Name tag, description tag, I love it.
Dude, if you don't want your tour duty ticket, I'll take it.
No, I'm keeping it. I'm selling it for profit. Because that is some serious profit right there.
You need a rich guy mustache you can twitch. I'm selling it for profit. Yeah. Instead of the spirit of giving and Christmas and giving it to a friend who wants it, of course I which do not, I'm going to sell it and make profit from it. Not only that, but I'm going to tell him right in front of his face what I'm going to do, so he can sit in a corner and cry. No reaction? Fine, screw you then. I'll just run out into battle stupidly and blow myself up because I got tears in my eyes. And I'll die and no one even care.